Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast. And this is my Makeup Monday for this week. Today, because we can now show the inside of the new catalogue, I'm going to play with the Sun Prints Suite or the Nature's Print Bundle. Actually, I'm not using the DSP in this. And I'm also going to play with the Stitched Greenery die. That's been carried over in the catalogue. This is the die. I think you can see it. I was asked at my launch by a lady how it looks when it's used, so I thought I'd show you with that. So, and we're going to use the Starry Sky New in Colour ink and a little bit of the paper. This is a card I played with and made this afternoon. Or Sunday afternoon, just playing with it. You can't probably see the Stitched Greenery die very well, so I'm actually going to use some silver foil for the card we're going to make. Pretty much the same card. I might put a strip of the Starry Sky in it. Yeah, I'm just sort of pretty much recreate this card. So we shall get started. I shall put the phone up into the holder, and we'll get started on our card. Okay, so this is the card that I've used the Stitched Greenery die on. I'll just bring it up closer and see if you can see the stitching on the background. It's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but I think you can get the gist of it. And I've put some Wink Stella on the fern. I don't know if this is a maidenhair fern, but that's what I'm calling it because it looks very similar to a maidenhair fern. Excuse me, I haven't got my glass of water, so that's not going to be good. So in the new catalogue, let me find it for you. So this is the Nature or the Sun Prints suite of products. So it's this stamp set and the dies that match. It's this beautiful designer series paper and also an embossing folder which is showing up in this picture. I'm not using the paper or the embossing folder today. I'm just using the stamp set and dies and the Stitched Greenery die. And over here, this is the silver foil. I've actually got that so I can highlight it. So it's 3 single-sided sheets of silver foil. One is a brushed finish, and that's the one we're going to use today. One's a matte finished and one's a mirror foil finished. So you get 3 12 by 12s, and that's $17.50. So that's the foil that we're using today. So let me close up my catalogue. It's got a lot of stuff in it, my catalogue. So I've already gone ahead and got my pieces ready to go. So I've written this out for you. So I'm using an A5 thick basic white card base and scored at 10.5 centimetres. I'm using a 10 centimetre by 14.4 piece of brushed silver foil. I think that's the brushed. Sometimes I get a bit confused as to whether it's the brushed or whether it's the other one, but I think it's the brushed. And I've just got myself a piece of basic white cardstock 10 by 14.8 for my stamping. I've already pre-cut a die for the sentiment. I'm using Starry Sky ink, and as I said, the Nature's Print bundle and the Stitched Greenery die. So that's what we're using today. So I'll just put that over here, and if you need to, you probably can I can show it to you again later. So let me just get my little pieces out of the way. The first thing we're going to do is stamp a fern. So I'll put that over here. Maybe if I put that here, I'll see if that's in vision. Yeah, so if you need to, you can take a screenshot and zoom up on that or whatnot. So before we do any die cutting, I'm going to get my Nature's Print stamp set. It's a really nice print. It's got a nice splatter. I'm calling this a maidenhair fern. This is a bit like a New Zealand silver fern. It's got another spray and another little flower. Some lovely sentiments. So I shall get that and put that on my E-block. And I don't need that. So this is my May host code. If you want to order anything online this month, that's the code you use. If you go to my blog and click on the May host code photo, it automatically attaches the code, and also the Stamping Up logo. If you go to my online store through the Stamping Up logo, it'll automatically attach that host code for you. So I'm just going to stamp this so we can die cut it. So if you're getting the new in colours and your new in colour inks are very, very juicy, you can push all the ink to one end using an old bone folder or a teaspoon. So you can sort of see that I have done this. You just get the bone folder and you just push all the ink, push it down and push all the ink up to one end, and that sort of gets rid of a lot of the juiciness to start with. They seem to have come very juicy, which is not ideal sometimes. Just give that a clean off on my chamois. There we go. Okay. Okay, we'll take that off, pop it back. And I might just put that block away because we don't need that one anymore. I'll get this one out just in case. Okay, so we've already got this, so I could do the stamping. I might do best wishes for and happy thoughts. That's a nice one. So just do that. So this is quite a simple card. It's just a little bit of die cutting. I'm just want to make sure I get this. I might have to bring my head in around the side a bit. Yay! That doesn't happen very often when I've already got the die cut out. I do recommend you stamping and then die cutting, but I already had that cut out on my desk, so I thought I'd just use it. Especially when like you're stamping the sentiments, because it doesn't always work the other way around. Trust me, I know. Okay, so I'll bring this in and I'll get my stitched greenery die. I'll put that there. So I'm just using my big emboss machine tonight because it's just easier for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the foil, and I'm just going to place it like so on the die. I'm going to turn it over and place it face down on my cutting plate. And then put the top plate on and wind it through. There we go. And this is what it looks like. I think you can see it better with the foil. Just bring my light around a bit better. I think you can see the stitching better on the foil. I think it stands out a little bit better than on the cardstock. It's still nice on the cardstock, don't get me wrong. Now I'm just going to get my my fern die out of my Nature's Prince dies. I've got so many ideas for this suite. And I'm just going, oh, a little bit of tape there. I'm just going to put that down. I believe the magnetic plate is now available for the cut emboss machine. I haven't ordered it yet, but I believe it is available for anybody that's been waiting for it. And I'm just going to pop that in there, wind that through. It's a beautiful suite. I really like this new in colour, the Starry Sky, but then I do like blues, so that's a given. A given. So I'm just back from holidays last Wednesday, Thursday. So I've been a bit busy catching up on things back at home, and I had my launch yesterday, which went really, really well. But I haven't had much time to play with craft. Play with some new products since I was away for a week. So I'm hoping to get a bit of playing done this week in amongst going back to work. Sadly. So just pop that back in there. Okay, so that can go there. Now I'm just wondering whether I might use the stitched greenery die again. I'm just having a little thought. I'll put this little piece of Starry Sky down, and I'm just going to run that through, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so it's just a solid die, and it doesn't cut right through. It just cuts stitching into the cardstock or the foil. So that's how the stitched greenery die works. Okay, so let's sit back down, and here's our sample card. So I'll get my card base, which is the thick basic white. Oh. There we go. And just score that down with your bone folder. Now I've got this here. Oh, I think this looks nicer. You can see the stitching much better on the foil. I do like that. So what I was thinking was putting, I might move this way, putting a strip of Starry Sky across the middle of it, but I don't want too much, so 2 centimeters is probably enough. Just to hang on to that for something else. So I'm just thinking, yeah, just across like that, maybe. And then I thought maybe I could put that up on dimensionals and do this that way and this that way. Yep, let's do that. Let's not fuss around too much. So I am going to use my grid paper to line the blue, the Starry Sky up, and I might use my seal. Now I said in my Facebook Live on Friday that I think I've learnt how to use this. I didn't quite work there. So you start down quite flat, and then you just drag it along and flick it off. I'll do it again in a minute. So I'm just thinking about there, maybe there. And I just want to make sure it's straight. Now I'm just going to trim that down. There we go. Now I'm going to put this on dimensionals. Now I'm using up my scraps of dimensionals here from my launch on the weekend. So that's done. Oh, you don't need that on my scissors. And we'll put that here. Okay. So take these off. And I'm going to place that. I don't think that's quite centered. Let me just try and center that a bit more. There we go. It's a really nice banner for the sentiments in this set. There we go. Now, on this card, I've done it the other way around. I've put the sentiment flat and raised the leaf. I'm just thinking. I'm going to cover up a lot of the stitchery, but no, I think it'll look all right. Do it like this. I wonder if we should dimensional the fern again. Just thinking. thinking. I think I will, but I'll get my decent dimensionals out because it'll be easier. So there's all ways you could do this. You could just put one of the ferns on. You could put one of the ferns and some of the other die cuts. But this was just more to focus on the stitch greenery die behind. So I'm going to go, let me just look. Here we go. Oh, that just sort of fell into place, so I'm going to go with that. Don't argue when it falls into place. Okay, so here. So it was Mother's Day here in Australia today, or yes, today. I'm doing this Sunday night because I'm back to work tomorrow. So I hope everyone had a nice Mother's Day. Got to see their kids. I did. And that was really nice. This dimensional is giving me grief. I'll just put that there. There we go. So my hubby drove down to Sydney to see his elderly mum. And it took him 2 hours, which normally is only an hour's trip. But that's what you got to do. And I went and visited my elderly mum. And the kids came over this afternoon. So that was really nice to see them. Okay. So now I shall get our card base. And I'm just looking. Yep. So I'm going to get the glue out for this. So it's back to work tomorrow, Monday. I load this up. I load this to YouTube before I go to work on a Monday morning. That's what I do. So, but I still call it my Makeup Monday. So just make sure there's no glue spurting anywhere. So that's that. I'm thinking I might put a bit of a ribbon somewhere. This is the Starry Sky metallic, what's it called? Metallic woven ribbon. This is the only in colour ribbon I've gotten so far, but I want to get others. Just had to pace myself a bit. Oh, now I've got glue on my finger and I can't do the bow. Here we go, I think. Goodness gracious me. I was going to say, let's attach it to the card base, but I've already done that. Sometimes I just cannot tie a bow. There we go. That's better. So it's really fine ribbon, and it's really lovely. I like it very much. So I shall get a glue dot. Push that down there. Now I've just got to work out where I want to put it. Put it there. I'm not sure if I like it there. Yeah, I think I do. Oh, do I? Honestly. Maybe there. That's quite nice. Bit of a glue dot showing though. And I'll get some bling. Now this is the in color, what's it called? We don't want that color. What are they called? Matte decorative dots. I was going to say that and then I wasn't sure. So you can see my ladies on Saturday used a lot of this color, which is fine. But that's why I haven't got a lot left. I might put one here. One here. So this is the Starry Sky colour. And maybe one up here. There we go. So they're the decorative dots. Yes, I'm sure this is the brushed silver foil. And then I'm also going to grab my Wink of Stella pen because I can. And I love putting Wink of Stella on just about everything. I'm not going to splatter. I'm just going to paint my maidenhair ferns. Just down the base of them. Just to give it a bit of a shimmer. If you don't have a Wink of Stella pen, it's a must-have in your craft supplies. I think from memory it's $14. And it's just a little bit of a glimmer pen, just to add a bit of shimmer and shine. How nice. Can't wait to play more with this suite. And the Hues of Happiness suite, I really love that suite too. There we go. That should do it. So that's looks a little bit different because we've done it on the foil. I've got a hair. Done it on the foil, but it looks a little bit different. And you can definitely see the stitching on the Stitch Greenery die show better on the foil than on the navy. Oh, not navy, the Starry Sky. But it looks nice on normal cardstock too. It's just the camera probably doesn't pick it up quite as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's just a very simple card. Best wishes and happy thoughts. I thought was nice. We could stamp something on the inside, which we might just do with the Starry Sky. We might do the leaf, the New Zealand leaf that I call it. That's what I call it anyway. Okay, so there we go. That's nice. Now I haven't done it on my sample card, so I shall do it on that too. There we go. So a bit of decoration on the inside. Close this up before we get into trouble. So that's my card for today. So A5 card base, 10 by 14.4 brushed silver or cardstock of your choice. And then I had just a piece of Whisper or basic white cardstock. I just did 10 by 14.8 I've still got some there I can use up. The ink was Starry Sky. It was the Nature's Prints bundle, stamp set and dies, and it was the stitched Greenery die if you're wanting to recreate the card. So this background die also looks really good with the Forever Ferns. That's another stamp set that looks really good with it. So I hope if you have the die, I hope you have some fun playing with it and getting some use out of it. As I said, this is my host code for May. If you want to place an online order, go to my blog and then go through to my online store from there. That's the easiest way. And I shall see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Hope you have a great week and keep safe, keep well, and I'll see you on Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye.